What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard. This go round, be looking at Hinge and Bracket. Dr. Evadne Hinge and Dame Hilda Bracket. Okay, this is another one of those squirrel recommendations. So, yeah, if he recommends it, I know it's going to be funny or it's going to be good in some way. So, let's get into it.
I'm sure you're all going to have a wonderful time with us tonight because, of course, we are, as we say, recreating a typical Edwardian evening.
Edwardian?
Pardon? What was that?
The word is Edwardian.
Well, I've always said Edwardian.
No, as in Edward Heath, no doubt.
Well, you'd know, of course, you were alive at the time, weren't you?
Now, just one moment. I thought you had made a New Year's resolution to be kind to Evadne.
Yes, I have.
Well, then.
The New Year doesn't start for another couple of hours. Now, blah, 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 blah. Now, of course, the doctor and I may have our little disagreements.
Well, you may.
But one thing we've always agreed on, of course, that the turn of the century was one of the finest times for the production of wonderful music and lovely dances. Mm-hmm. And I've always felt that the turn of the century was absolutely splendid in this respect. And I thought it might be rather nice tonight to have a little participation. We're in the party mood. And I said, why don't we all have a dance tonight? So, before you get overexcited, we've worked it out. Now, this is a dance we used to do at home. My father invented it, and he called it the tiddly-pom. That's sweet. Isn't it? And anyhow, I think we sing it like this. We sing the song, and every time we get to the word tiddly-pom, we go, oh, rock on, Tommy. And, Evadne doesn't like Morecambe and Wise, anyway.
My understanding is this is two dudes dressed as women, and I'm going to be honest with you, if I wouldn't have been told that, I'd have never known. Because they do a fantastic job looking like women, because it's like, who are these old broads? Just...
We thought you could do this sitting down, you see. And then once you've rehearsed it and learnt it tonight, in the new year, you can do it all to your discoid parties. Anyway.
Now, so it's quite simple, you see. All you have to do is tiddly-pom, stretch, clap. Tiddly-pom, stretch, clap. Couldn't be easier. It's quite simple, right?
She thinks she's Eileen Fowler. Anyway, shall we try it 3 times through?
All right,
shall we?
Right.
Yes. Are you all right down there, Mr.
Up, you know what I mean? Up here, tiddly-pom, stretch, clap. There, you've got it over there, yes.
Well, if they haven't, they can get it.
Right.
Are you all right now? Sad about the hearing aid, I'm awfully sorry. As long as you don't fall off your bicycle the other side. Now, so our new musical director and master of ceremonies, you know, Bevill Brightly. All right, yeah, some of you might know his brother a bit better. He's an optician, Seymour. Anyway,
An optician, Seymour. I like that. That's funny.
I'm sure that carnation's grown since he put it in. Now, shall we try it 3 times through, the tiddly-pom? So we do the movement, the tiddly-pom, stretch, clap. All right? Now, we'll do it to music.
Right.
Please. The tiddly-pom, stretch.
It's quite good, really.
It's very good for stuff, wasn't it? Awfully good. Yes, you could feel the wind. Let's do it. Tiddly-pom, stretch. They look wonderful. Tiddly-pom, stretch. Now, you tiddle when you should have pom. Nice. Yes. You caught your bracelet in that lady's hair, didn't you? Yeah. And it's come off. Yeah, so it's the bracelet. Now, let's do it again. We'll do it from the top, and when we get to tiddly-pom, you do a tiddly-pom, stretch, clap. All right? Lovely. We've had many dances, both Spanish and Dutch, the Charleston, Pavlova, Black Bottom, and such. But all these my family frantically
What?
mock. So if you come calling, you'll find that we are always dancing so lightly, the tiddly
What?
That's what we do all day. Friends and relations leave their occupations merely to get all things.
Yo, these are actually dudes, and he's singing like that? Wait. Definitely dudes. Okay. Well then, just... You, like... They definitely got the female characteristics, mannerisms, and voices completely down.
My father invented the tiddly-bop string. Grandma can dance it best. So give us a dance like the tiddly-bop. They could have all the rest for the tiddly-illy. Sing so lightly, the tiddly-bop string. That's what we do all day. Friends and relations leave their occupations. That's it, that's right. Father invented the tiddly-bop string.
Talking about audience participation.
Now that was absolutely marvelous. Still ready, dear, thank you. It's a lovely suit, you know, Beverl. Yes, and when you grow into it, it'll look very good on you. Now, this time we're going to sing it again, but I'm not going to sing the word tiddly-pom because you're going to sing it. So when you do tiddly-pom, stretch, clap, you sing tiddly-pom. All right, have you got that? Again. Dancing so lightly, that's what we do all day. Friends and relations leave their occupations, merry to get all fair. Father invented the tiddly-pom. And dance it best. So give us a dance like the tiddly-pom. You can have all the rest for the tiddly-pom. Sing so lightly, the tiddly-pom. That's what we do all day. Friends and relations leave their occupations simply to get all fair. Father invented the tiddly-pom. Grandma can dance it best. So give us a dance like the tiddly-pom. You can have all the rest.
Okay, so I'm fascinated because you cannot tell these two dudes... These are two dudes dressed as females whatsoever. And it doesn't help whenever the singing sounds like something you'd have heard on TV or in the movies during a musical sung by a woman. It just does not help. But production value within this, absolutely outstanding because this is highly entertaining. Because I'm sitting here and I've talked, what, maybe twice so far? We're 7 minutes into a 12-minute video. I've got to say, this is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting. And the fact that they, you know, it's... Yeah, I've got to say, this is, it's pretty... I'll probably be looking more at them because it's... I want to see what more they had, like, what more they brought to the table, what more they had to offer. That's... Because being dudes dressed as women, that's not just a good enough, you know, it's not just a good enough shtick to keep going unless you're extremely good at it. And they seem to be extremely good at it. And funny, but it's like observational type humor and stuff like that, riffing off, you know, taking and pointing out stuff, but just so far I haven't heard anything that's like dirty or anything like that. So I'm intrigued. This is pretty good so far.
Yes. That was wonderful. You really did awfully well. I can hear it now in the headlines in all the papers, you know. Britain besieged by tiddlypoms. I can hear it, yes. But you know, people are often accused Evadne and I of living in the past. Well, we do, it's a lot cheaper.
Right.
But one thing we've always agreed on are the traditions at this time of year.
Yes.
Right. You know, the holly.
The holly. Holly, yes.
The ivy.
I was. Yeah.
The mistletoe.
The mistletoe.
Yeah. Are you expecting somebody?
You
now?
never know, do you?
Well, of course she is. We all are. Because at midnight, somebody has to bring the coal in.
We've got gas.
Yes, I know.
Well, why do we want coal?
Well, you
We've got
can't
gas.
bring gas over the doorstep, can you?
Well, of course you could in bottles if you wanted to bring gas in, but we've got gas
Well,
anyway.
then the milkman would have it on his float, wouldn't he, there?
What are you getting at? I mean, what?
If it's New Year's Eve, the first footer brings in the coal for luck.
Oh, I see. Well, I suppose I better do it then. Why not?
Well, it's apart from the fact you got two left feet, the thing is this. You see, it has to be a stranger. Well, I know you. It must be a tall, dark stranger.
Well, I'm tall. I'm darkish.
And you're quite strange. Yes. Have you noticed our Christmas tree? Isn't it lovely? Do you know, this Christmas tree is one of the finest you'll see around these parts. It was brought to England originally by Prince Albert, you know. It was only that big when we got it. But anyway,
Your crackers.
I beg your pardon?
Your crackers. Tell them about your crackers.
Oh, yes. I make all our
makes
Christmas
our
crackers. I
crackers,
do.
yeah.
I start in February and get them ready by Boxing Day. But do you know, yes, I
didn't
write all the
stop.
mottos. And Evadne knits all our Christmas stockings. I've still got mine on. Hence the limp, but it's the sugar pig in the toe. Now, do you know a show that I've always associated with this time of year? The Merry Widow. I don't know why, but, well, the thing is, you see, that the Merry Widow, the music of France Lehar, it sparkles and bubbles along in spite of Evadne's arrangements, but it does. And, of course, over the years, we presented it, we appeared in it on tour in the early years. I've played both Valenciennes and the widow herself on consecutive nights. But, you know, they're not on the same night. I once even did Baron Zeta at a matinee in Cleethorpes. But, however... Yes, then we moved to Loughborough and that was it. But I thought it might be rather nice tonight if we gave you a little selection from The Widow. And I'm joined by the Stoats, the Stacked and Trestle Operatic and Traumatic Society. I must stop cracking this one. And you will see them dancing. They do it awfully well, so you know, keep your eyes peeled. And so, from the height of the Edouard... The music of France Lehar from the year 1905.
Quite a bit of entertainment on this one, apparently. Good Lord. All kinds of songs. Well, that was quite interesting, I got to say. You legit wouldn't be able to tell that's dudes, at least I can't tell that's dudes dressed as ladies that are the main focus of this. I do like the fact that number one, it's good clean fun. Number one, it's good clean fun. Number two, you could tell that it seemed like they were having fun with it, but it just, I don't know, it definitely harkens back to well, of course this is older, so harkens back to an older time, but for me it was just such a variety of things. It reminded me of some of the older shows where musical, you don't get a whole lot of shows these days unless you've got like a singer that's, that also kind of acts or might act here and there, lead something, and they do the song and dance. Unless it's somebody like Hugh Jackman and people who are, it seems to be harder and harder to find actors and actresses and comedians and stuff like that are trained in just in a multitude of different medias. And it seems like they're not only, you got the comedy with the acting and stuff, but you've also got the singing, and then on stage with them, they've got people that can sing and dance as well. And it's just, it harkens back to such a different time than what you see on stage now, or even on TV, or in movies now. And it's really, I love stuff from that time period, because it does seem to be a whole lot simpler, a lot cleaner, but also just, I don't know, it almost feels more wholesome in some way, which, granted, I'm not a prude or nothing like that. I've laughed the dirtiest joke like the rest of them. Like, I love humor of all kinds, but it does harken back to a time that it seems like it was much more simple. So I enjoyed this. Be looking at more of them. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.